Since this week I have been feeling a little bit sick, I decided to put a more simple video together for you, simply to talk about some of the tools that I use in my business that really help me with productivity, not just to stay busy, but be really productive, and also tools that allow me to not really forget important dates. When I work with my agents and I'm dealing with contracts, contingency dates, we can't miss those dates, correct? So these tools really allow me not to forget and be on top of those contingency dates. Also, another tool that I use that most of you most likely have heard of it allows me to design images for social media, could be for Facebook, Instagram, even for Pinterest. Have you ever heard of Pinterest? I do use Pinterest, and actually it's really fun. I really like it, and you find a lot of informative articles in there. Today we have a guest, and she is very sweet, and so she is going to be with us in the video today until maybe she decides to go back to sleep. So let's get started because I'm excited about this video today. So the first tool that I would like to talk about is Trello. Most likely you have heard of Trello. So Trello really helps me being really productive, not just busy, but really productive. For those that never used Trello, it can be a little confusing, a lot of features to learn. I don't use a lot of the features they have, but the ones that I use really allow me to be on top of things. So Trello is a combination of boards and also cards. And so I have the boards with the name of each agent that I work with. Okay, so I have board number 1, board number 2. So each board is one agent. Inside of the board, I have that separated by listings or buyers. So inside of those cards, either listings or buyers, you can enter a checklist. You can also connect those cards to the boards to your email. So every time that you set up a reminder, it really sends you an email with a reminder saying, this is what you need to do today because you set up the reminder for today. It's so helpful, and I'm able to track everything. You can add notes. It's really an awesome tool that you can use, and you can use the free option. You can have up to 10 boards, and it's just amazing. I love it. I have been using for years, and I'm never tired of that. So with this being said, let's go to the second tool. So tool number 2 is Boomerang. And actually, not that long ago, I made a video specifically about how I use Boomerang. It was a very short video. You can watch it very quickly, and I will leave the link in here for you to watch. And Boomerang really allows me to be on top of all of those follow-ups, all of those emails that I send together with Trello. I'm not saying that Boomerang and Trello are the same, but the way that I started systematizing my work, I was able to somehow combine both Trello and Boomerang. So Boomerang is to use, so I use Boomerang on my Outlook email. So Boomerang really allows me to be on top of those emails that I sent to the agent, and I'm actually expecting a reply back, even if it's not important. It's a question that I need an answer. So I'm able to set up a reminder in a way that if the agent or whoever does not reply to my email, this feature, this Boomerang, will send that same email back to my inbox to tell me that that person did not reply to my email. Sometimes it happens though that that person actually sent the response using a brand new email. It's not often, but sometimes it happens. But as long as you are on top of, your work, you kind of know when once the Boomerang sends the email back, you know that it was already replied, and you are able to kind of like just disregard that email. So a lot of times, which makes me happy, I'm able to follow up with the agents, and to me, it really shows them I am ahead of the game. I am on top of those situations, on top of those details. Is it always perfect? No. But maybe like 99.999% of the times, I'm on top of it. I am on top of it, and that really makes a huge difference. The same way that if you are talking with somebody like with buyers that are still looking for homes or something, or even if it's after the transaction or throughout the transaction, if you are able to be on top of those follow-ups, if you send an email asking the buyers a question that's an important question, or let's say you send an email with those dates and you say something like, please confirm receipt of this email. And if you set up Boomerang, although it was not a question, but you need something back. So you can set up the Boomerang, again, in a way that if the buyers don't reply to you within whatever time you enter, it could be 1 day or 2 days, whatever time you enter, Boomerang will send you the email back to your inbox, and you are able to follow up with them. Sometimes it happens something, sometimes something happened, or really they never received emails. It sometimes really happens. Even with myself, sometimes it happens, send an email, or even people sending emails to me, and I simply don't receive. Sometimes, who knows what happens. So with this being said, let's go to the third tool that I use. And the third tool, probably you have heard of that. It's all over the place. It's the amazing Canva.com. So Canva is a website that allows you to design images, design anything, and actually you can design for free. I'm going to leave a link in here on top for you to watch some of the videos that I have already created with some information regarding Canva and how you can create stuff in Canva. So Canva, I have been learning so much about Canva and so much with Canva, creating images, learning about mixing the colors and fonts, and it's really a lot. But Canva, in my point of view, really made things easier, at least for my job. And I'm able to create these images for the agents. Could be just listed images with nice branding, the picture of the agent, the logo, the contact information, and it's really easy to use. I don't have a lot to talk about Canva in this specific video, because to me Canva has like endless things and endless designs that you can create. But you can create your flyers, like just listed flyers for your new listings. Is just incredible, and you can use the free option. And that was the end of the 3 tools that I wanted to talk about in this video. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I wanted to talk about two more tools that I use with the agents that I work with. And the tool number 1, it is Skyslope. It is a tool, it is a website where we enter all of the documents, contracts, listing contracts, purchase contracts, anything, any documents throughout the transaction. Most likely you have heard of that. Maybe you use different websites to do similar things, but I use Skyslope a lot. So I will leave the link below for you to check it out. If, who knows, you are a new agent and you are looking for something new, if your company does not provide that, I don't know, but you can check it out for yourself and see if you like it. I think it's really, really user friendly, but my agents want me to take care of that and I don't mind. So let's go to the second tool. So the second tool that I wanted to talk about at the end of the video is Moxie. So Moxie is basically, not basically, it's really a CRM. It's a place where you have all of your contacts and you can simply kind of like personalize each contact in a way that you can put each contact inside of different groups. Let's say this person that you just entered is a friend from school. And it's almost like the way that I've taught you guys about separating people on Facebook by buckets, let's call. And actually, I'm going to leave a link in here that shows you what I'm talking about. And you can separate people by different groups in a way that really makes sense. And what I do for my agents, so all of them use Moxie. And actually, the same as Skyslope, I think Moxie, in my point of view, is really user-friendly. So I'm allowed to, so Moxie allows me to, let's say that you already have a contact. So let's say John from, you know, it was your friend from high school and you had his contact information in a group called Friends. But, you know, later, he wanted to sell or buy a house with you. So you move, or in this case, I do that job. I move the contact, so I moved John to either group buyers or sellers, depending on what he's doing. So this way, you have things really, really organized. Since the agents don't have much time to do this because they need to be generating more business, I will do that. So once if John in this case buys or sells, whatever happens, once it closes, guess what? I'm going to move John's contact information to a bucket or to a group, let's not call bucket, to a group called past clients. So this way, you know, if you want to send like postcards with recipes or postcards for specific holidays, you can do that in one shot because everybody will be all in one group. So I really enjoy Moxie. I think it's very helpful, and I will also leave the link below for you to check it out in case if you don't use, and if you are looking to try something new. I will leave that below in the comments. I will leave that in the comments below. So just a recap from the whole video. So we talked about Trello, we talked about the amazing Boomerang, we talked about the amazing Canva, we also talked about Skyslope and Moxie. Again, I will leave the links in the box below, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or if you already use any of those that I mentioned, let me know in the comments. I really love to connect with people. That really makes me happy. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you next time. Bye bye.